What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Angler Call of the Wild, where we are doing the Golden Tour. Now, there's probably a little bit of background noise, mechanical background noise. I do apologize for that. It's the AC running, and it's too damn hot today to be turning that shit off. So, yeah, we're just deal with it, I guess. Either way, we've been doing this. We've been doing this thing. And it looks like this is going to be our next spot here. And from what I can tell, you do come back where you leave off, but then again, we also left off at a fast travel point, so I don't know. But so far, we found quite a few things. We got some of the shinies. And we're just doing the missions right now to essentially unlock the whole map. I kind of want to focus on that more than I do the fishing aspect, because the fishing part seems like it's going to be pretty mechanical, I guess. Doesn't seem like there's going to be a whole lot of skill involved. You know, you cast out a line, you pull in a fish. That's how it seems right now, so they said that, you know, before the game was released, they hinted, well, I shouldn't even say hinted, because they flat out said that your ability to catch fish in this game is going to depend on weather, time of day, all that stuff, and so far, I'm not seeing that. So, it just looks like a relaxing game to just chill and kill some time. There's a lot of negative reviews out there. And for me, if I was to grade it, so far, again, this is subject to change, but if I was to give this game a grade, I would probably give it a C. It's not great. It's not horrible. And there's nothing really innovative about it, nothing really new about it compared to other fishing games out there. So I can't give it a B because it's really nothing new. It's just another fishing game. So yeah, it's an average game. Is it worth, you know, what? I don't know what it is if you haven't bought the Hunter Call of the Wild. Let's just go with, I think it's like $30 or close to $30 if you don't get the Call of the Wild bundle, or if you don't already have the Hunter Call of the Wild, you're going to pay more for this. I suck at explaining that thing. I'm sorry. Basically, if you have the Hunter Call of the Wild, you get a little discount for buying this game. So if you do not have the Hunter Call of the Wild, you're not going to get that discount. So I believe it's like about $30 to buy this game. Is it worth $30? That's subjective. If this is the type of game you're into, if it's something that you like, then yeah, it's worth it. If it's not, then it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got to make up your own mind. I can only give you my opinion of it. And I'm going to be honest, my opinion is biased. I've got a bad taste in my mouth because of the Hunter Call of the Wild. So any game that's Expansive Worlds, Apex, has Call of the Wild in its title, I'm already have an anti-bias towards. But having said that, this game, it doesn't seem bad. It just seems like it's going to get boring quickly. I don't know if this is a game that I'm going to want to keep coming back to. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably the best way to talk about it. You know, I mean, I look at other games that I play them and I want to constantly go back to that game. This game, right now, I want to come back to it because it's new. But how am I going to feel about it in a month? And that's kind of how I'm looking at it right now. What's the longevity of this game? Can they really keep this game updated and fresh enough to get people to keep coming back to it? And I don't think it's there yet. I just don't think it's there. It's not a bad game though. It's not a bad game. If you can afford the $30 and you want a chill game that you don't have to put a whole lot of thought into, this is a great game for you. Absolutely. If you're looking for a realistic fishing experience, go with something else. I'll tell you that right now. Go with something else. If you're looking for realism, this ain't the game. You're not going to be happy with this. This is an arcadey type fishing game that just happens to be prettier than most arcade type fishing games. Oh, sparkly!
Word, the oxide sorted. We'll be pulling out the daisies in no time, buddy.
Right. Oh, I see another one. Auto rentals. What do we got here? The start of a novel. Alright, we'll take a look at that later. Just like we did with the coins and the keys. Oh shit. I need to get my next marker. See, this is what sucks, because I got a thing here that I need to get to. But if I go there, then I gotta backtrack. I think I'm gonna go to the outside, the outskirts of all this stuff first. And then I can just fast travel over here, or even over here, and cut over that way. So I think we're gonna head over there next, which is gonna be all the way up over this mountain. Climbing hills in this game is it's not as good as the Hunter Call of the Wild. It's kind of laborious, if I'm gonna be honest about it. It's they've got these huge boulders and stuff just everywhere, and picking out a path is not the easiest. It kind of sucks. But anyways, I'm gonna head over to that point and see you when we get there. Hey guys, I just wanted to bring you back in right quick. I crested over that ridge right there and came across this. This is beautiful. I love this. This is the kind of place up in the mountains of Colorado that I like to find to go fishing. I love it. It's nice and secluded. It's just perfect. Oh, we got the shiny. Located new water body? What? We got a pronghorn figurine. Alright. So apparently there's lots of stuff to discover in this game, which I'm going to put that in a positives category. I love finding things. It's motivation to go out there and walk around instead of just driving in your vehicle all the time. It gives you a reason to go out there and just explore. So I'm going to give that a positive for the game. Still doesn't change my score of being a C, but it's definitely a positive. So can we walk 400 meters or 4 football fields? Oh, the warden ain't got shit to say about that one, huh? Alright. I'm actually kind of thankful.
In 1809, after fighting with the tribes, trappers reported features of the park today, such as petrified trees, boiling mud, and steaming rivers, which at the time were dismissed as delirium.
Hope you didn't get too close to any of them GPS stations. Them machines will make your brains run clean out the back of your skull, Buck.
All right. All right, Warden. Whatever you say. Doesn't look like we did. Oh, we did. What is this? Bigfoot.
Ah, well then, well then. Looks like Mr. Bigfoot's back in the park. If you can find me any more, I'll put it in the visitor center next to the pond music and the fairy parties.
Well, now, look at that. That looks good. Yeah, that looks really good. This is something that I would love to stumble upon in real life. This view right here. This is nice. Well, look at here, folks. We got ourselves a cave. Huh. Alright. What the? Oh, this was a photo location. It automatically takes a photo for you. Interesting. I was not expecting that. Well, shit, we got a cave. We might as well go explore. Kind of something different that you don't see in a fishing game is cave exploring. So they're inching their way up to a B at this point in time. Right now it's a C+. They're at a C+ because this is new. This is not something you see in a fishing game, so I like that. I like it.
Stegosaurus skeleton, tourist delight, hunter's poison, a mature doorstop. Call it what you will, but what you're looking at is a bona fide bone.
Alright, here we are finally at the top. Didn't take that long. It honestly doesn't, I said in the last video, even walking on foot in this game seems to be a pretty quick mode of transportation. You don't spend... It doesn't seem like it takes an eternity to get where you're going, which I appreciate.
Even up until the 1850s, mountain men who reported back the providence of the park were made out to be yarn spinners, corroborating nothing more than a fable. The popular one for the tourists is Spires Drop, our largest and most powerful waterfall. Around August time, it's not too rare a sight to see a double rainbow leaping across the rapids, so keep your eyes peeled. I could wax lyrical about how beautiful and majestic a sight it is all day. But above all else, Spires Drop is cathartic. If you ever feel like you're mad at the world or even a little sad, sometimes it's just nice to see some water getting the snot beat out of it. The kid never stays down for long.
Alright, so we're at our next lookout tower. And our moss-covered national park signs. Oh, that's not a national park sign. Well, yeah, I guess it is. It's just a prettified one. Nice little pond here. Make sure you bring your mosquito repellent. Stagnant water is great for mosquitoes. And dragonflies, for that matter. Ooh, nice view from up here. Very nice view.
It wasn't until after the conclusion of the Civil War that a detailed exploration took place, revealing that the tales of the so-called liars were indeed very real.
We'll get that.
Buck, those beetles sure are foul. Even seeing a quarter of them makes my skin crawl. Find me the rest and I'll send them packing.
Alright, Warden, you do that.
That's a quarter of the bark beetle infestations tagged and ready to be bagged, Buck. You still got the bulk of the work ahead of you, but hey, if it ain't tough, it ain't worth doing.
That's a true story right there. That's a life lesson, man. If it ain't tough, it ain't worth doing. We are at Lake Jade. See any sparklies over here? Just a boat rental. Alright. Alright, so we're coming across our next waypoint. And, yeah, you know, the map's nice. It's not great, but it's nice. I love the little details that they throw in here. Things that you'll discover while you're doing it. Really, really neat. The textures are good. Certainly better than the Hunter. Let's see here. Still Lake Jade, alright. So Lake Jade is a pretty big lake. Got it. I don't know what's up with all the barrels and stuff and compressed gas cylinders. What we got here? Humphrey G. something or other. That went by really quick. Anything else of interest? Doesn't look like it. Right. So our next point of interest, honestly, is probably should be right up here. I would imagine. It's just not popping up right now. So we're going to continue on counterclockwise. This is going to be a long hike, but there should be stuff in here. However, we are just at a little over an hour of recording time, which means that should give us about 20-30 minutes worth of video time on YouTube after all the editing. So let's take a look at what we've got. We are now working on level 9. I imagine either that or we're at level 9 working towards 10. I have no clue how that is. Take a look at our stuff. What do we have here? That's nothing changed there. That's not going to change. We got a couple more things knocked out on the Golden Tour, which is kind of nice. We got favors. Yeah, okay. We don't need none of that stuff. We got some new stuff though. Let's see. We checked out the coins last one. The keys. Ah, our figurines. So we got our pronghorn figure. Let's take a look at that. The pronghorn is a mammal native to western and central North America and often referred to as the American antelope, due to its resemblance. Pronghorn can grow between 4 to 5 feet in length and weigh between 75 and 143 pounds. The horns of a pronghorn are permanent fixtures to its head. However, their keratinous cover, oh my god, keratinous cover is shed annually. Both males and females grow horns, however the males are considerably larger. Oh, we've got notes that we have not seen. Alright, let's take a look. The start of a novel. I saw her on the first day of summer, her skin reflecting the sun of a technicolor barrage of beauty as she rose from the water. I'd never felt anything like this before. I was struck by lightning atop the apex of existence, the pinnacle of being. This is what great musicians composed ballads about, the substance of which poets etched sonnets into eternity. I had to be with her. "Hank! Hank!" rang out Jack's voice. It sounded so distant, he could have been in another plane of being, but he was almost startlingly corporeal. "Hank, stop that daydreaming. Come on, the storm's rolling in." Reluctantly, I packed my gear and threw one last look over my shoulder to where I had seen her on the other side of the lake. But all that remained was her after image, the lingering, bittersweet taste of life once lived. Alright, what do we got here? About the smallmouth bass. The smallmouth bass is in many ways like its bigger cousin, the largemouth bass. A tricky fight. It strikes quickly and fights hard despite its overall relatively small size. It will continue to put pressure on your line and threaten to snap it due to an abrasive mouth wearing down the material. Delivery receipt to Taylor's Tackle from Sam's Spook-A-Lot's Costume Emporium. "Hey, I'm sorry it seems you weren't home. We left your Halloween costume with huge feet in your safe placed behind the counter. Thanks, SSCE Courier." So, so it sounds like our talkative lass at the tackle shop is playing pranks by wearing a Bigfoot costume. Humphrey G. Huchtenbeth, number 2. "My name is Humphrey G. Huchtenbeth, and if you're reading this, I'm likely dead. Or I might be alive, and I was raised by a Wendigo. They were dotting parents, to a fault actually, but there was a great deal they couldn't teach me about the world. They couldn't tell me what it meant to love, to use a can opener, or how to hunt their natural prey, the Bigfoot, because they couldn't speak at all. They can only rip and tear like vengeful cherubim. You may be wondering how I learned English, and this is a journey I join you on. It is sad that I came out of the womb reading Tracker's Digest, and the one who says this is I. That man is here today, and the journey's forward hunting the Bigfoot. Wish me luck, those born or reared of Wendigo." That was weird. Native history number 3. In the early 1700s, some tribes in Golden Ridge region began to acquire the horse. Some historians believe the horse fundamentally changed lifestyles because tribes could now travel faster and farther to hunt bison and other animals of the plains. Alright then. That's all of them. If we come back to our profile, we got the same old stuff on reserve. However, now we've got 20 out of 102 points of interest discovered. Nothing here has changed because we haven't done any fishing. That hasn't changed. We traveled 27 kilometers on foot, 438 meters by boat, 1 kilometer by land-based vehicles, and we traveled 1.6 kilometers via fast travel. So that's where we're currently at, guys. If you like this video, hit that like button. If I've earned it, hit that subscribe button. And as always, be safe, be cool, and have fun. We'll catch you in the next one.